Minecraft players are getting too smart. Back in the day, a simple trap like this was enough to kill some of the best players. But now, any random noob is capable of avoiding even the most complicated traps. Clearly, the old traps has something the new ones don't. So I'm going to transform and update Minecraft's oldest traps to outsmart this SMP. Starting with doors. As you can see, not very deadly, but still gets people to activate this trap to this day. How? With this in mind, I kept testing with friends and put everything in a document of what kind of upgrades these traps needed. I found that the door trap was made in 2011, so if I compared it to the modern day traps now, it makes it look harmless to get trapped inside. So to change this, instead of having the doors closing in on you, what if it drops you 80 blocks below ground next to a warden? And change the doors to iron. The issue is, I'm in an SMP that is full of smart players, and with a trap like this out in the open, they will just check to see if it's normal. So I disguised this block of gravel amongst all this andesite, so no one can tell it apart from the rest. And because it obeys gravity, I could use this to upgrade this trap. To make it look a bit more normal, I put multiple door traps with only one door trap having gravel. If there's a piece of TNT below the gravel, if I get inside, it would drop me to the pit where all the wardens will be down below. However, this pit needs to be at least 80 blocks below ground. Because of how this warden works, the sound it makes is so loud, you can hear it on top of this mountain, which is around 80 blocks tall. So after a few hours of mining, I found out there was a deep dark below the fake base. Ooh, I could definitely use this on one of my traps. But before I capture the wardens, to make sure these players won't escape, I placed down crafted tables on the wall, so if you use a pearl, it won't work. What I also noticed about these traps is that it's next to a village also known as my fake base. See, recently my real base was found by the Jonathan code, my biggest enemies on the entire server. This group of players glitched the server to get netherite armor and threatened to kill me if they ever saw me. So if I can trick them with a base full of traps that I made, I can take my real base back. Despite this, if I want to finish upgrading the door trap, there has to be a warden inside this pit. The bad news is, the warden can despawn in under 5 minutes without a name tag. You got to be kidding me. So I grabbed a few name tags from my real base, carefully, got completely naked and went straight to the deep dark. What I'm going to do is jump in that pit and make the wardens chase me up the stairs so I can outrun it. Okay, come on, get up. Woo! Okay, one down. Oh! Elmans! 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 The plan backfired, and once I came back down, all 3 wardens was stuck. So after multiple deaths, I slowly took out the piece of block that was holding them back and rescued the wardens. All I need to do now is to put them inside the pit. Over here, bruh. That definitely did not take 3 hours. Now that I captured all 3 wardens, to prevent these players from mining out, I covered the pit with blocks of obsidian. And I also placed buttons on the walls, so glitching inside the crafting tables will not work. Making a door trap, finished. But if this is going to be my real base, the players that I'm trying to kill will try to look through the village to try to steal my valuable. And to stop that, I'm going to use this chest to protect my loot. Because when you open this chest, the floor will open up and make you fall into a pit of lava, burning to death. Well, from 8 years ago. Now, there are many ways to escape this trap, like a water bucket or a fire resistance potion. This trap is meant to keep players out of your chest, so we need something to detect the player from a few blocks away. A pufferfish. Get close to one and it will grow bigger. Except for the entire time I've been playing on the server, I have never seen a pufferfish. It's a fish, right? So it should spawn here? Why can't I find any? What I didn't realize is that a pufferfish is a tropical fish, and the only way for them to spawn is in a biome called the deep lukewarm ocean. Stupid lemonade. So I built this, where a pufferfish will be swimming in that machine, where it will grow big when a player gets close to my chest. I'm gonna use this regular minecart for this test because this can be very dangerous. For my testing, I used the golden pressure plate because once the pufferfish goes big, it'll activate this TNT minecart, making it explode. So now you don't have to open the chest to die. One thing about this trap, I can't let anything get too close to it. Because of how pufferfish works, it will detect anything that moves. Dude. Oh, that beast. Nah, man. To make sure this actually happens, I tested it in my creative world. And Yep, oh my gosh. I need to make a fence, dude, because that is very unsafe. And so I did. With this, I could feel a little bit safe. I also made sure the villagers won't activate this trap by keeping them quarantined. Upgrading this old trap is almost finished. The problem with this, however, is that I need TNT, because what I'm going to make with these traps will progressively get more dangerous as it goes on. The best place that I know I can get stacks of gunpowder for the TNT is in this abandoned creeper farm, but I can't be seen in public by the cult members, so I really need to be careful. Okay, just me being here is a danger alone. I thought I could use this abandoned creeper farm, but I've been waiting for 2 hours. I figured it was broken, and fixing this creeper farm this complicated, there is no way I can do that. So I'll have to do it the old way. While I'm collecting gunpowder, click the link in the pinned comment to join the Infused SMP public Discord. As of recently, we have launched a public Anarchy Minecraft server that you can join. You can find this and all the information on the Discord server. Okay, I am finally done. With that out of the way, I made sure that I stayed 7 blocks away from the pufferfish. Because if I suddenly activate this trap while I'm placing this TNT, all my stuff will be destroyed. Don't worry, I'm still here. Trap is now ready. For getting that much TNT, that took way too long. With 2 old traps fully updated in my fake base, what's next to upgrade is the deadliest trap on this list. A tree. How can this be a trap, you may ask? Back in 2013, an official Minecraft handbook came out to make this possible. If you mine the bottom of this tree, it will turn off this lever, activating redstone torches surrounded by TNT, blowing up in your face. And if it's placed in the forest, you'll have no way to tell if it's a trap. However, we can update it even deadlier, and unfortunately for me, the most dangerous if I'm not careful.